Angel Baby.
Yeah.
Hi guys, it's Angel Baby. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. Welcome if it's your first time. If you've never been here before, please take the time to subscribe to my channel. Tap the bell so you don't miss my notifications. And today is Waistbead Wednesday. Waistbead Wednesday, Waistbead Wednesday. Today, we're going to make some waist beads. But these waist beads are going to be a little bit different because I'm adding something to them that's going to require me to put the beads on by hand. And we're going to do a pattern today. So they'll be a little bit different than the ones I made before. Super excited about them. I'm using the last listed color that I had in my first Waistbead Wednesday video. If you haven't watched it before, go ahead and watch it. Also, moving forward, if there are any colors you want me to use to make my waist beads on Wednesday, just comment down below. Let me know. But let's go ahead and get into it. Let's make some waist beads. All right, y'all. Welcome back. Welcome back. So we're going to make some waist beads. If you've been here before, you may notice my setup is a little different. Normally I have multiple colors. I pour them in my bead bowl. I put them in a Ziploc bag, shake them up, and pour them back in. But this time we're actually doing a pattern. My lovely, lovely sister Regulator made a request for dark blue, white, and rose gold. Now these rose gold beads are actually hematite. And I'm doing some white beads on here, but I'm not doing a mix. I'm doing a pattern. And I'm adding something special. I'm going to add some pearls on here too. No, pearls for the girls. Make it cute. So we're going to grab a couple of those. And I'm actually using a different needle. This is my big eye needle because these beads are too big to go on the other needle that I normally use. So I have my big eye needle and I put some thread on it, and that's going to feed the beads onto my string. So we are going to go ahead and get ready to get started. I, of course, have my waist bead string that we're going to use. I'm actually going to be tying this thread around my waist bead string. All right, so I'm going to show you that here. So I take the piece of thread that I fed through my big eye needle, and I'm going to pull the two pieces together, and I'm just going to tie a knot, and that's it. But having this thread on here will make sure that the beads feed onto my actual string. Because if not, the string inside the big eye needle is too big and the beads wouldn't go on there. Alright, let's move our scissors out the way. We'll move that extra string out the way. And we are ready to get started. Now this process from here is not much different, but you're going to see me using my hands more for the beads than I did before because it's not a mix, right? So we're taking our one bead, we're putting it on here as the anchor bead time. So let's pull the string out, just keep pulling, pulling. Now remember, for those that have been here before, and if you haven't, I'm going to show you. I don't like this down here because I'm pulling this one bead to the end and I'm going to tie a knot. But to do so, I need some even string. So I cut that, right? Now I put my scissors back and I'm going to tie a knot around this one bead that is down here, right? We're going to make our anchor bead down here, right? And then we tie our slip knot. So that way, these beads will not slide before people can put them on, all right? So I'm going to bring my needle back up. Let's get that little extra piece of string out. All right, so this is what I'm going to do. I'll be using my bowl for a good chunk of time, but not for everything. But what I like to do when I do patterns, because I make my beads 50 inches long, some of those are too big for some people, right? So what I do is I'm going to do 2 needles full of just the blue. And then I will start my pattern here. So with these colors that were picked, and I'm going to slide my blue all the way down to the end. just keep sliding all the way down to the end. I'm going to slide these all the way down to the end. Now what I'm going to do is my pattern by adding in the white beads. Alright, so I'm going to pick these up by hand. I'm very big on numbers. Threes are a big pattern that I use oftentimes on my beads. So you'll see me do little groups of 3 beads. So I'm going to put 3 on there. Now I'm going to only do half a needle worth of beads to separate this white pattern. So you see, I only put half the needle full of beads. So we're going to do that. We're going to pick up 3 more white beads and put them on there. I think I'll do this 3 times. So that's 2. You need half a needle full of beads. Alright, oops. Nope, that's not enough. Let's put some more. Alright, and we're going to slide that down. We're going to add our last group of white right here. So 3 more white beads. 1, 2, 3. Alright. And I'm going to slide that all the way down to the end. Just keep sliding. Sliding. Alright. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do half a needle's worth of blue beads. And now I'm going to start a different pattern. So what I'm going to do now is my pattern with my pearls and my rose gold beads. So I'm going to do 1 pearl. I'm going to do 1 blue bead. I'm going to do 1 rose gold hematite bead. I'm going to do 1 blue bead. And I'm going to do 1 pearl. And that's going to be my pattern that's going to be on here. So we're going to slide that down to the end, all the way down to the end we go. Alright, so that's how it's going to look. I'm going to repeat this pattern until I get all the way across. And I can gauge that by holding it up. I'll show you all. Then we're going to do half a needle of blue. Alright, half a needle of blue. Then we're going to do 1 pearl, 1 blue bead, 1 blue bead, 1 rose gold bead. Let that drop. 1 blue bead and 1 pearl. Then we're going to do, you guessed it, half a needle of blue beads. Let's do half a needle of blue beads. Nope, that's too many. Take some off. And 1 pearl, 1 blue bead, and 1 rose gold bead, 1 blue bead. I'm gonna let that drop. Those rose gold beads, because they're hematite, they have a little weight to them. So you may notice my needle bends. Alright, so let's slide this down to the end, all the way down, Alright, and we're just gonna keep going with that pattern. I like these colors already. I do. Those are cute. So we're just going to keep going with that pattern until we get down to the end. So I'm going to keep going until we get further down. Oops, knock all my beads out. So I'm going to keep going. I'm actually going to keep going with that pattern until I'm done. And this is what I call an ugly bead. I don't like misshapen beads. See if you can see it. It's misshapen. It's not shaped like the other ones are. Those kind of beads I take out. I don't like beads that don't look right on the strand. So I take those off. Let's do 1 pearl, 1 blue, 1 rose gold, 1 blue, and you guessed it, one pearl. One pearl. Alright. But I love these colors. I love all colors, honestly. But these ones look really nice. Again, you know, if there are any colors that you want to see me make, just let me know. I will make them. Comment in the chat any color combination that you want to see. Any beads that I make on here, I do also post on my website for sale. So if there are colors that you contribute to and you would like to purchase them, just let me know. You can access my website. I can always share the link. Completely up to you. So we've got one pearl, one blue, one rose gold, one blue, and one pearl. Alright. So with these patterns, you'll notice already that this takes a little bit longer than my mixes because I'm stopping. I am putting beads on with my hand versus only doing them with the bowl. And doing it this way does typically take a little bit longer. But I used to only make them by hand, and then I started using my bowl for the mixes because it made at least those ones go by quicker, and it just made sense to use the bowl for those. Not for all my beads, obviously, but for the mixes and for the solids, it just made sense. So give me a second. I'm going to hold this up to get a gauge of about where we are and how many more patterns I need. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So what I usually do, that part you couldn't see, I hold it up in the air to make sure it's even. And then I gauge it. So I need 4 more groups of the rose gold with the pearls. So I'm going to go ahead and line those up now, just so I remember how many more I need. And we're going to continue on with the pearl, blue, rose gold, blue, and the pearl. Then we're going to go back to our blue. And I'm actually going to continue on with the rest of this pattern to finish up these. And I'm going to meet you when I'm done this time. We're going to finish these up, and then I'm going to show them to you when we are done. So I'll be right back. Alright, you guys, we are all done with our waist beads. And I told you I'd be back so you can see them. Are you ready? Are you ready? Look at these, y'all. Look at those. Aren't they beautiful? They came out nice. I like these colors. I like these colors. Very nice choice. Very nice choice. I'm going to make another one of those, and then I'll post them sometime this week. But thank you again for being here. I appreciate you. If you love what you have seen, make sure you take the time to subscribe. Tap the notifications, the bell, so you don't miss my notifications. What other colors do you want to see me make? That was the last comment I had from my first video. So I'll either be freestyling, or if there are still colors you want to see me make, comment down below. Let me know. But more than anything, thank you for being here. Thank you so much. It means the world to me. It really, really does. I'll be back on Monday. Monday is Mindful Monday. We'll have another topic we're going to discuss. I'm also going to just start posting more videos to let you all know me more. So more personal ones. Surprises you'll see. I may have one tomorrow. We'll see. But remember, be kind to yourself. Be kind to others, because kindness is free. I love you all. I appreciate you all. And y'all be back soon. Bye. Angel baby.
Yeah.